Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics play host to the Golden State Warriors. Let's do it. Green goes to the left side to Green. Off the mark. What on earth was he thinking?
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times. You settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
First effort off the mark. To Thompson. Inside, he scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Irving to Hayward. To Irving. Shot by Kyrie, no good. To Durant. Thompson. Good for three.
You know, someone I had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the third or fourth option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes. Proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Warriors basketball. Runners good there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Irving with the basketball. 5-point game. Hayward. Tatum. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Irving to Horford. Hayward, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
To Durant. Green. With another basket there.
Ed, did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. Celtics have it. Irving to Hayward. Has a look. Hayward unable to connect. To Green. Gets it in the left corner. Thompson, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Curry to Green. To Curry. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down 8. Kyrie knocks it down from mid-range.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go. But they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Thompson to Sean Livingston from long range. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. To Hayward. Shot from the lane won't go. The follow won't go either.
You know, everyone gets lucky from time to time. You played the probability game perfectly on that possession.
Deep left corner. To Sean Livingston. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Celtics have it. To Hayward. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the rebound taken down by Green. Livingston across the timeline. Up 6. Good. Off a spin.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Trying to cash in. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
There's nothing the defense could really have done there. That's just a great shot.
Livingston to bring it up. Up by 6. Livingston. Jordan Bell with the dunk.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Turned away by Bell.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Almost unlucky bounce. Gets it to go, and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Whoops, that won't go. That's it for the first quarter. The Warriors with the lead. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Livingston. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there. Ball's controlled by Boston. Has a chance, and he buries it.
Scary Terry was born during the playoffs last year. He helped Boston achieve what many critics, including myself, thought was impossible without superstar teammates being healthy. He's a pit bull defensively, so quick laterally with a strong upper body frame and a great center of gravity. He plays with a ton of grit and determination, and that's just what you need in a depth guard who can answer the bell when called on.
Rozier into the front court. Minute gone by. We've got a 2-point game in this second quarter. From the painted area, nice follow-up on the dunk there.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench. Gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Thompson to Sean Livingston. Thompson. Not easy.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Livingston. They'll get it down to Green. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Curry with the ball. To Green. Curling inside. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Down 5. The pass set it all up. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court with saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala, both on and off the court.
Has a look. Morris's shot won't go down. To Curry. Curry into the front court. Up 5. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Thompson had made his and a putback slam.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Throws it up. The pass taken away. Hayward. Can't connect. To Durant. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Ed, see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Irving to Hayward. Fires the 3. Cousins there for the rebound. To Thompson. Curry. Not that time. Rozier with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Hayward. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. And Gordon Hayward. Zero hesitation as he knocks it down for 3.
I know sometimes we praise the more dynamic shots, the shots that get a degree of difficulty that's a 10 or off the charts. But sometimes it's even more difficult just to make a shot when you're wide open, straight up, straight down in the same spot, splash.
Curry to Cousins. Curry. Man, that was a tough shot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Curry into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Oh, that's how it's done.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Hayward buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
Does somebody on defense want to run at the shooter? Somebody. My man just stared at all you guys being stuck in one spot.
Good. A 3 at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Warriors absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors. The Celtics may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Missed threes.
The Boston Celtics are having problems defending the three in this matchup. You can guarantee the coaching staff is touching on that in the locker room. They got off to a slow start with most of their misses in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Steph Curry was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Boston with the basketball.
Get down. Half court, here come.
Irving. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Durant across the timeline. The lead is 15. Curling inside to Green. Inside, he scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Hayward to Irving. Beyond the arc for three. It's no good. Shots not going down.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Irving brings the ball up court to Horford. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Durant with the basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead.
Ice. Watch that cutter.
Here comes the screen. Durant to Cousins. Oh, nice find for the basket. There's no denying he's a big talent, but he has a large personality.
And his personality gets the best of him at times. When I think about personalities who are able to control their aggression, I think about Marcus Smart, I think about Draymond Green. The biggest key for DeMarcus Cousins, controlling his emotion instead of letting his emotions control him.
To Hayward. Trying to cash in. Hayward with a shot, no good. Green to Curry.
Good trap.
Runner's good there.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys down big. Cleans it up. The follow won't go either.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Kyrie with the rock. Has a chance? Not today.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
He has had the hot hand tonight. He's now 6 for 6 from beyond the arc.
And I say keep feeding him the ball. If he's not going to miss, let's make sure our offense centers around him.
Hayward. Shot by Hayward, no good. To Curry. Thompson. They need something to go down. It's no good. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a bundle. Hayward. Hayward unable to connect. To Curry. Jumper's good.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Jaylen Brown. To Horford. Fires the three. Not that time. Here's Curry with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Curry to Shaun Livingston. Curry to Shaun Livingston. Deep right corner. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Durant. Almost, but no good. To Hayward. 4-3. And the Warriors have the rebound. Iguodala to bring it up. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Bell to Curry. Lets it fly from long range. And he finally misses one after making his first 6. Celtics have it.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. Curry to bring it up. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Durant. Rejected by Tatum.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Now a 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Durant for 3. Great defense, forcing the miss. Warriors have it. Curry with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Ooh, Whew, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Curry. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gets it in the right corner. Tatum. They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Down the lane to lay it in.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Warriors have the basketball. Curry, that right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. Not that time. He missed it. Curry. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Irving to Rozier from long range. Not that time. He misses. To Rozier. To Marcus Morris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the rebound belongs to Golden State. To Thompson. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Rozier. Great pass to set it up. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Count the basket at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
He wants it at the rim and scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's Steph at the controls. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended. Kyrie with another basket there.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Thompson to Curry. It's a big finish. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Horford, beyond the arc for 3. He'll beat you time and time again. It's Horford with the 3.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
They work it, and look out. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Changes coming from both sides right now. Hayward.
Substitutions, Boston. Subbing in for Golden State.
Irving. Unbothered defense as he drills it. Possession lies with Golden State. Curry to Thompson. Goes reverse to lay it in.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Knocks down a tough shot. Now a smothering defense. Steph lets loose. Can't connect. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Irving cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Warriors put their opponents away in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors. The Celtics lost this game long before the final buzzer. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
The Boston Celtics were terrible with their shooting, and I'm pretty sure that's not news to anyone that's out there. What will become news, however, is if their poor shooting starts to create turmoil within the team. They were at their worst in the first half.
Player of the game.
Steph Curry could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.